1, 2, 3, 6.
We got no issues, you must shame, but baby, I can't forget you, you a special kind of lady. Cause when I'm with you, girl, you know that you amaze me. Shame, but it save me, my shame, but baby. Ooh, we got no issues, you must shame, but baby, I had to get you, you a special kind of lady. And when I'm with you, girl, I can't forget you. Okay, good morning. It is Friday, March the 17th, and I am back with another Jay's Morning Coffee. I am Jamie, Jamie, the owner of Jay's Butter, where we believe in restoring the mind, body, and spirit, because healthy hair and skin isn't a trend, it's a rule. And so you guys, like, I can tell that I've been having some internet skipping issues. So I've tried a new internet source and it just did it again. And so I'm going to spend tomorrow trying to work out the kinks. I think it's the distance, and so I may have to purchase a router. But I wasn't trying to spend no money. Yeah. All right. So I am not going to take up too much of your time. Of course, this is pre-recorded. And I'll try to knock these out this week so I can have some time to do some things outside of this realm. Some me time, some healing time, some just sitting kind of like, okay, this is what's happening. This is how I'm going to take it. This is where I'm going to go next. So readjustment of goals and readjustment of like things, how things are going to move. I will say that as a believer, it is hard. It is hard to live this life, and it's just hard to live this life. You see side the people that you probably don't want to see. And then like the empathy or the grace and the mercy that you're required to have as a believer, like sometimes you just like you don't want to have it. And I feel like there are certain situations that have stretched me in that area here recently, you know what I'm saying? And so I mean, like, it's kind of good, but it's kind of not. I mean, I kind of prefer the person I was before, where, like, when I seen, like, some things, I just cut you off. Like, I prefer that because, and I feel like the cutting off early was my way of saying, I just don't want to look at you any different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to look at you different. I don't want to look at this situation different. And I just don't want, like, what I have of you, you know, is what I want to keep. And I think what God tries to do is he wants you to look at the person the way that he does, because he says if the person comes and asks for forgiveness, he blots out everything and he acts like nothing happened. And I used to always be like, God, don't be acting like nothing happened. But he does. And so when you're a believer and you're in training, he tries to do the same thing. So like now I've got to look at people like, I'm not fighting you, but I'm fighting the spirits that attach to you, to your family line, to you sometimes. Like it's to the person. And so you be hearing somebody talking, you be like, gosh, is that them or the demon? Right? And so I got to give you a testimony about when I was cutting the homeless people's hair. I met a few with a couple. Oh my God. And it actually, I'm gonna say this, it freaked me out a little bit, you guys, and here's why. Because like I was still in the area in my life dabbling with sin, right? And so when the man's demons started talking, I was like, hey bro, you know what I'm saying? Like Lord, like, dear God, forgive me for what I was doing, but I'm not lying, because that open gate and like all of that. I just didn't want no problems coming with me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, no, because what people don't really realize is like when you get to a level of 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 oppression to where you're now living in circumstances that these people are living in, and you're sometimes some of them are okay with it. Like some of them really, you guys, like that's how demonized the situation is. And I have to talk about it. And I think that's why God be like, take care of the homeless, because you could extend that hand to the homeless and not be the when the person came up, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at Matthew and say, God, if you let somebody help me, I swear I'll serve you. You might be that person to answer that prayer so that person could submit to the Lord, right? And so you just do what God said to do, just being real. But it was interesting doing that. I didn't get to cut the last two Mondays because I was super busy. And then one I was busy that week, and then the next week I never heard from the church that was hosting it. But I figured out I wouldn't hear from them because yeah, no, they didn't want me there. Not that church. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it is because like people in the church don't like being corrected at all, like ever. They don't like to be exposed and they don't like to be corrected, but they need to stop doing stuff behind closed doors. You feel me? Like don't be active of the church like you don't have no problems, like you just holier than that. That's why people don't go there like that no more. That's why people don't believe y'all no more, because they live with you, they related to you, they know how you is for real, for real. And then when somebody call you out and correct you, you want to feel some type of way about them. Like, no, we're supposed to do the Lord's work. It's called iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? I was mad at the church for when I was out here fornicating and stuff like that. Didn't nobody tell me to stop? Y'all supposed to tell me to stop. You're supposed to tell me close your legs. You're supposed to tell me that. You don't even tell me that. I was telling myself that, and wasn't even listening to me. But I need somebody else to be like, "Hey, close those legs." Didn't nobody say nothing. I was like, "We supposed to be brothers and sisters in Christ. I need somebody to correct me." No, y'all want to give me a position. Position for what? You want to give me a position so that the Satan could just have me all in a chokehold, like, yeah, no, you can't say that because you over here being nasty. No, heck, no. No. All right, so hopefully this little story made you guys laugh, because it made me laugh, and hopefully there's not too many glitches in this situation. But don't be out here fornicating and take positions in the church. Don't do that. It's a setup. It's a setup. The devil is going to expose you. Okay, but I want you guys to listen to this song. When I heard it, I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, are these God bars? Like, are these God bars